Committee of your city government will declare a climate change emergency. This is very trendy now in environmental politics. Declaring climate change to be an emergency for the city of Ottawa. And from what I hear, there's quite a bit of support for this motion. And Councillor Menard declaring a climate change emergency could pass through the committee, could pass through the full city council, get the endorsement of the mayor. That's what people are telling me. A climate change emergency. Not an opioid overdose emergency or an affordable housing emergency or a homelessness emergency. And I mean, heck, look at the newspaper today. I'm going to follow up on this story. Front page story. Ottawa Citizen this morning. Reliability for OC Transpo. 6,000 buses canceled in 29 days. 6,000 bus trips canceled in 29 days.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
29 days. Almost 900 in a single day. Now see, one way to fight this climate change is to get more people doing what? Taking the bus. What if the bus never comes?
Now back to News and Views with Rob Snow on News Talk 580 CFRA.
How has your life changed since you started paying the carbon tax, Lowell Green?
Well, I went out yesterday and I talked to my pigeons about this and told them to stop pooping so much because in all probability it's creating a little bit of carbon pollution. And they all seem to nod their heads, so hopefully that will happen. But you know, this climate emergency, you know, I'm going to tell you something, Rob Snow. This is the kind of thing that is driving people crazy around the world. This is the kind of thing that has thousands of people in the streets of Paris lighting fires. This is the kind of thing that's caused Britain, the UK, to vote to leave the European Union. This is the kind of thing that drove so many people to vote for a guy like Donald Trump. We are sick to death of political correctness and governments at all levels fooling around with absolute political nonsense, political correctness. I have a suggestion for City Council. Rather than spending millions, God knows how many hours of energy and all the rest of it on climate emergencies, how about some revolutionary ideas like get the freaking buses running on time once in a while. Fix the freaking potholes. Plow the roads. Collect the garbage every week. Get the trucks off King Edward Street. Break up the violent gangs. How about that one? Get the goose poop out of the parks. Synchronize traffic lights so we can actually drive through the city. Fix the home care crisis. How about getting the bed bugs out of public housing? How about getting the homeless off the streets? Cut the piles of red tape so you can actually run a business in this town and make a profit. Figure out how not to be scammed for $100,000 of taxpayers' money. How'd you like that one? Charge people for plugging in their electric cars at City Hall. Stop giving them free electricity. Stop spending millions on political correct nonsense like this. There's nothing the city can do about the world's climate. Stop spending millions entertaining people with free programs of God knows how many kinds. You know what? Entertain everybody. Lower our taxes. I mean...
Lower taxes? Are you mad?
Yes.
Have you lost your mind?
No, but
we have a planet to save. We have 11 years to cut our greenhouse gas emissions.
I know, but
we're fried.
I know, but we've been warned about this now for 35 years. We have been told time and time again that every 10 years, we got 10 more years, et cetera, et cetera. The ice is going to be all gone in the Arctic by 2013. If we don't correct global warming by the year 2000, all of this has been published. By the year 2000, it's over, it's a tipping point, it's set. We've been warned about this, warned about it, and warned about it. Let me tell you how, I'm not denying that the planet may be warming up. That's not the issue here. The issue is there anything we can do about it in Canada? And why should we? I mean, I can think of no place that would benefit more from 1 or 2 more degrees in the wintertime, okay? But, you know, let me just give you an idea of the kind of lying and misleading that goes on. We have been told recently, as you know, that Canada is warming up at twice the rate of the global average. And now, amazing. So Russia has been told that they are warming up at 2.5 times the global rate. The Adirondacks have been told that they are warming up at 3 times the global rate. Now, here's the reason. 70% of the Earth is ocean. water, which does not warm up as fast in the summertime as land masses. So that's it. They've averaged. I mean, if you're taking the global average, you've got to take in the average temperature of the oceans, which are cool during the summertime.
And where did you get your climate science degree?
No, wait a minute. This is just a fact. 70% of the planet the oceans? Of course it is. And so if you're taking in the global average, obviously you're taking in the average temperature of the oceans, comprising 70%. But, you know, how can they say that Canada is double the rate of global warming, but Russia is 2.5 times?
Are you saying you doubt the 43 Canadian government scientists who published that report,
No,
coincidentally on the same day that the carbon tax came into effect? Are you saying that's all, just a conspiracy?
No, excuse me. The report is right. But they forget to mention the fact that the reason that it warms up faster here is because this is land, and we're being compared to temperatures in the ocean. I mean, okay, we're warming up twice the rate of the global average. That's because 70% of the planet is water. I mean, it's just common sense. And you know what? Talking about common sense, it wouldn't be a bad idea. What are these damn city councillors doing? Spending all of this time and all of this money worrying about what is it, a climate emergency?
Declaring a climate change emergency. And
you know what? I'd be happy if they just do one thing. Get the freaking bed bugs out of public housing. Make sure that the elevators run in public housing so elderly people with disabilities aren't trapped on the 13th floor of a building because we can't figure out how to get an elevator working. I'd be happy if they just fix those two things. It seems to me, maybe while they're at it, maybe we could get the buses running on time. 6,000 bus trip cancellations
in 29 days. In 29 days.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe what we should have is a bus running emergency day.
Maybe we wouldn't have a climate emergency if only the freaking bus would show up on time.
The left-wing idiocy is taking over. But more and more people are fighting against it. This is why Jason Kenney is going to win in Alberta. This is why Doug Ford won in Ontario. Listen, all you lefties out there, people are sick and tired. We want some practical thinking. We want you to fix the damn roads. We want you to get the homeless off the streets. Do your job and leave the rest of it to, well, I guess the NDP or who knows. But fix, do your job. Okay? Plow the roads.
Okay.
Fix the potholes.
Okay.
And you know what? Get the damn trucks off the downtown Ottawa too, please.
So it would seem to me when I say, how has your life changed since you started paying the carbon tax, you're even grumpier than you were before.
I hope so.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Good morning.
Bye-bye. That's Lowell Green.
Answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
That's all, folks.